Good evening and welcome into Estadio Obras Sanitarias in Buenos Aires, Argentina for tonight's Basketball Champions League Americas quarterfinal. Game one matchup between Boca Juniors of Buenos Aires and Real Estelí of Managua. I'm Craig Feta, and we're so glad you can be with us tonight, wherever you're watching from, in the USA on FanDuel TV, in South America on DirecTV, and around the rest of the world on the BCL Americas YouTube channel, and FIBA's Courtside 1891. We've had three great Game 1 openers in the quarterfinals so far. Even last night's 17-point difference between Flamengo and Paisas was close until there was 5 minutes left. And tonight's quarterfinal is expected, on paper anyway, to be the most competitive of the bunch, with both teams sporting 4-2 records. That record gave Boca second place in Group B, but it was good enough for first place in Group A for Real Estelí. Boca comes into this one a little hobbled with Andres Ibargüen and Martín Cuello both battling injuries, and those are two key players for Gonzalo Perez. Ibargüen averaging 13.3 points and 3.7 rebounds per game, and Cuello, the crafty veteran, 9.2 points, 3.2 boards per game. Boca have brought back Nicolas Stenta for this one, so we shall see how Gonzalo Perez's rotation plays out with the injuries to Ibargüen and Cuello. David Rosario, meanwhile, has added a couple of pieces to his puzzle, bringing in Jordan Glynn, who had a fantastic tournament last year with Halcones de Salapa. Estelí has also brought in Glenn Rice Jr., and he is a guy that is no stranger to putting up points in bunches. As we look at the starting lineup for Estelí, it's going to be Jezreel De Jesus, Jordan Glynn, Gabriel Quiron, Jared Ruiz, and Joao Franca starting at center. A new addition for this window for Real Estelí. As we get a look at David Rosario in his sixth year with Real Estelí. This is the only game of the evening. We resume Wednesday night with Minas and Instituto from Belo Horizonte, Brazil. And Franca will host Quimsa from Brazil after that. As we get a look at the starting lineup for Boca. It's going to be Santiago Scala, Jose Vildosa, the captain, the veteran Marcos Delia, Sebastian Vega, another veteran, and Franco Giorgetti. Four starters for Gonzalo Perez in his first season over the age of 30, and Jose Vildosa at age 28. So Perez relying on experience against Real Estelí. Our officials for tonight's game: Omar Bermudez of Mexico, Fernando Leite of Brazil, and Nicolas Cifieri of Brazil as well. Again, last night, Flamengo defeated Paisas in Medellin. It was an incredible game. Flamengo led by 15. Paisas cut it to 1. And then with about 5 minutes to play in the fourth quarter, they were down 76-70. Paisas had a breakaway dunk that was missed, which would have cut the lead down to 4. And that just took the wind out of the sails of Paisas. Flamengo went on a 9-0 run, 13-2 run to end the game, and it ended up being a 17-point spread. But that game was a lot closer than the score would indicate. In our other quarterfinals, Instituto defeated Minas 67-60, and then Quimsa had a chance to upset Franca. Agustin Perez missed a three-pointer at the buzzer, which would have given Quimsa, the defending champions, a 1-0 lead against Franca. That may have been Keemsa's best shot to steal one against Franca. Franca shot terribly from three-point range in that game. Can't count on them shooting that poorly every game. Delia jumping against Franca, and we are underway. Game 2 of this series set for Friday, March 14th. In Managua, Game 3, if necessary, would be Saturday, March 15th in Managua. Giorgetti bounce pass down to Delia. He's working on Glenn. Back outside to Giorgetti, now back to Delia. Has it stolen away. De Jesus gets past his defender. Takes it all the way himself, doesn't get it, but therefore the tip is Franca. Joao Franca, 6'11", 210 centimeters, 25 years old. Seeing his first action in this tournament. It's a 2-0 lead for Estelí. Oh, a nice reverse drive by Jose Vildosa. Wow. Now Ruiz tried banking that one in, would not go. Ruiz, the fourth leading scorer in this tournament at 20.5 points per game. Estelí and Paisas had some unbelievable battles in Group A. Ruiz, De Jesus, and Victor Liz for Paisas just scoring tons of points. It was so much fun to watch and broadcast those games. Paisas made a couple of interesting roster additions as well. And you just feel for Thomas Robinson, who was one of those additions. Very high-level international player from the U.S. He was the one who missed that dunk, and you hate to point to one play and one guy. But, man, you could just tell all the wind went out of the sails of Paisas after missing that dunk. They are a fun team to watch, and if they are back in this tournament, if they get eliminated in this round, they are going to be fun to watch in the future if they're able to bring back some of those same players. Three-point attempt from the corner is missed by De Jesus, but he's fouled by Sebastian Vega. So De Jesus will go to the free throw line, where he is a 72.7% free throw shooter. Not a great foul by Vega, trying to close out on the shooter. That was his first. Second free throw good. De Jesus with one more coming. And it's a 5-2 lead for the Nicaraguans. Vildosa. Vega. Now back. Scala, and now Vega. A three-pointer missed. Here comes De Jesus. Oh, a nice dish to Glenn, and he's got his first 2 points with Estelí. Interesting to see the arena here. Estadio Obras Sanitarias, the colors for Obras, yellow and black. Decked out in yellow and blue tonight for the home team, Boca Juniors. They were a venue not available tonight, so playing here at the arena for Obras. Delia gets himself a gift and an easy lay-in. Three on the way from Glenn, a little too strong. Jordan Glenn last year, he's 35 years old now, but last year with Halcones, was on the All-Star 5 for the BCL Americas tournament as Santiago Scala hits from three-point range, and we're tied at 7. Let's finish the thought on Jordan Glenn. 8 games for Halcones. As DeJesus hits from 3. Glenn averaged 16.1 points per game, 7.5 rebounds per game. Shot a ridiculous 59.2% from three-point range. And that wasn't just a guy who, you know, he hits 2 of 3 and he's shooting 66%. He shot a bunch of three-pointers. That was a legit 59% from long distance. Here comes Vildosa. Straight down Main Street. Leaves it outside for Scala. He launches the 3. That's no good. Rebound to Glenn. Coming up on 5 minutes to play in this first quarter. Thanks so much for being with us wherever you're tuned in from, around the Americas or around the world. In the USA on FanDuel TV, in South America on DirecTV, and around the rest of the world on the BCL Americas YouTube channel and FIBA's Courtside 1891. Trying to see, yeah, I think they got Delia on that foul. Delia didn't do much with that off arm, but it was enough to draw the whistle. Giron for 3. No good, but another foul on a three-point attempt by Boca. And Santiago Scala looking around saying, where was that? So Giron to the free throw line, 76.9% free throw shooter in this tournament, misses the first. And the fans here at Estadio Obras Sanitarias making plenty of noise, as is the tradition at South American sporting events. I remember watching Davis Cup tennis matches back in the 80s. And on the clay courts, the red clay and the hot sunshine. And all sorts of noise like this between points. It was an absolute blast. The Americans were definitely not used to it. Now Franca for 3. That missed. That wide open 3 straight through for Franco Giorgetti. Came into this one shooting just 27% from the arc. but gets Boca back to within 1 with his first bucket of this game. Franca looking for some help, gets it to Giron. Giron driving on Scala, up and in. Strong move by the 36-year-old veteran. Now Vildosa floats one in, tries to float one in from 14, I should say. A lot of mileage on the floor. We talked about the veteran presence for Boca, but Estelí, same thing. De Jesus, 33, Glenn, 35, Giron, 36, Jared Ruiz, 32, Joao Franca, youngest on the floor at age 25. A couple of backup centers for Estelí. Bartel Lopez is 35, Will Daniels, 38. Glenn fakes the three and then misses when he does shoot it. Now back up strong as Franca, but he can't get it to go. Oh, a nice find from Scala to Vega. That's the lead back down to 3. That's the second time Estelí's led by 5. And again, Franca misses from in close. And again, a whistle. Did they call that a goaltend? Huh. Yeah, they called that a goaltend. Credit Franca with 2 points. Funny talking about Franca as an individual, but we've also got Franca as a team in this tournament, as that three-pointer is up and good to get Boca back to within 2. That's Vildosa. Glenn Rice Jr. into the game now for Real Estelí, along with Will Daniels. Vildosa working on Glenn. Vildosa pops for another 3, a little too strong. That rebound was by Rice, and now some pleasantries away from the ball. Jordan Glenn tied up with I did not see who. So they got Jordan Glenn for a technical foul. Did not see, it was outside of the range of our camera. See if we can see here. Glenn and Vildosa tangled up as they were heading down court. Glenn, yeah, probably a little bit of the aggressor there. So Glenn sits down. Andy Perez comes in. Maybe cool Glenn off a little bit. 3 on the way from Vildosa. That is good. Boca on top, 18-17. First lead of the game for the hosts. Inside of a minute to play in this first quarter. Here comes De Jesus. Strong take getting past Facundo Pinheiro. That three-pointer missed, rebounded by Glenn Rice Jr. I believe his dad wore that number 41. Now De Jesus again. Oh, that's too easy for him. De Jesus high off the plexiglass and banking it in. So Boca's lead short-lived as Real Estelí back on top by 3. About a second and a half difference from the shot clock and the game clock. Vildosa, no shot. Everybody wanted continuation on that. I'm not sure Vildosa doesn't have a case. A foul on Jared Ruiz. And into the game now, Romario Ponce. Mario Ponce has played in 4 games for Estelí this tournament. Has not scored a point. Now Vildosa working on Ponce. Puts on the brakes, couldn't get it to go, and the first quarter will come to an end with Real Estelí on top by the score of 21-18. As we look at the shooting numbers on this one for Boca Juniors, 7 of 18 overall, 38.9%, 4 of 9 from three-point range. They did not shoot a free throw in that first quarter. Real Estelí, 8 of 23 overall, 34.8%, 1 of 6 from the arc. They were 4 of 6 from the free throw line. Estelí leading the rebounding battle, 15-10, including 7-2 on the offensive glass. 3 turnovers for Boca in that first quarter, just 1 for Real Estelí. So we look at the nice take by De Jesus and the tip in by Joao Franca. Individually for Boca, Santiago Scala has 3 points. Jose Vildosa, 8 points in the first quarter. Marcos Delia, 2 points, 3 rebounds. Sebastian Vega, 2 points. And Franco Giorgetti, 3 points, 4 rebounds. For Real Estelí, Esriel De Jesus, 10 first quarter points. Jordan Glenn, 4 in his debut with Estelí. Gabriel Giron, 3 points. And Joao Franca, 4 points, 7 rebounds. Again, this is the only game of the night, and we are off tomorrow. Quarterfinals will resume on Wednesday in Brazil. It will be Minas hosting Instituto at Belo Horizonte, and then it'll be Franca hosting Quimsa. Looking forward to both games in that series. Instituto won on their home floor. A little bit of an upset there, although that series was supposed to be competitive as well. And then Franca barely escaped Quimsa with a 2-point win, 71-69 the other night. Foul on Andy Perez, his first. Cooper lobs it inside to Delia. His shot blocked. Three-pointer up and good. Tough shot over the outstretched defender's arm. That's the first point for Glenn Rice Jr. Andy Perez had the block, by the way. And now Delia scored the bucket. And he's going to go to the line to try to complete the three-point play. I believe that was Glenn Rice on the foul. Sure was. Rice tried to hold him down. Beautiful between the legs pass. How about that? By Jose Vildosa. Great camera work on that end of the floor. Great job by production, as always, to bring you the replay. And did they try to call that? Did they call that an unsportsmanlike? And they may review this. Okay, so Boca is challenging. It's a home team challenge, so that would be Boca.
We have a challenge from home team, Boca. So they want to check if there's a possibility to upgrade a call.
Didn't quite hear what the official said.
Okay, so
I believe they're challenging to see if it was not a unsportsmanlike.
So what we're looking right now is that he's grabbing him on the hand, which is not a case. So let's see the baseline camera one more time. You see, so he's releasing the hand. So I think a personal foul is correct. So we keep it as a personal. You can report it. We're good.
So they said Rice let the arm go. And it's going to be a common foul, shooting foul. So Delia will go to the line to try to complete the three-point play. Excellent job by our officiating crew, Omar Bermudez, Fernando Laite, and Nicolas Sivieri. But how about the work by production staff again? Great camera work and great audio, getting the microphone right in there to the scorer's table so we could hear exactly what was going on. And a lane violation, so Delia is going to get one more. Delia misses the second attempt at the free throw as well. So it stays 24-20. Now Ponce gets it out to De Jesus. De Jesus shooting over Delia for three. That is good! Tough shot again by Chestriel De Jesus. My goodness. De Jesus now with 13 following that bucket. Thomas Cooper's floater won't fall in. And Estelí have their biggest lead of the game at 7. Oh, and a nice cut, but a block by Delia. But Delia whistled for the foul. That'll be his second. Great pass by Chestriel De Jesus. Actually, they got Facundo Pinheiro on the foul, not Marcos Delia. Will Daniels misses the first free throw. Comes into this one an 83% free throw shooter. Daniels, a 38-year-old American, hits the second. Daniels from Hyde Park, New York, out of the University of Rhode Island, 2008. One of those guys who has been all over, scoring champion in Turkey in 18. As we listen into Gonzalo Perez. Again, to finish up on Will Daniels. Won championships in Kosovo, Mexico, Puerto Rico, France, and Latvia. He's an All-Star Weekend Slam Dunk Contest winner in 2009. Twice a first-team All-Atlantic 10 selection for the Rams in 2007 and 2008. And a foul on Huron. No, on Scala. Oh, beg your pardon. No, it was on Delia. He pushed off on the screen. Okay, second foul on Delia. The free throw by Daniels just a few moments ago, giving Estelí their biggest lead of the game. And then strong to the rack, Andy Perez. And the lead is now 10. Cooper, contact on his way to the bucket, no call. Offensive rebound for Boca, and now Delia fouled. And Cooper, immediately when that play is over, turns around and pleads his case to the official. Saying, where was the whistle on that? So Delia to the free throw line. 4 of 4 coming into this one on the tournament. Missed his only attempt tonight. Too strong on that one. Marcos Delia. I remember him from being on the Argentine national team in 2017. Boy, Delia, you can't buy one from the free throw line. And the deficit stays 10. Huron. Over to Daniels, now into the corner for De Jesus. Beg your pardon, that was Rice. Rice draws the foul, non-shooting variety, so it will be Estelí ball. Foul is on Thomas Cooper, his first. Franco Giorgetti back into the game now. Martin Cuello in as well. Huron misses. I think a defender might have gotten a piece of that because that missed well left. Now Vega giving it up to Cooper. Cooper lost his footing and then lost the ball. Scala got it back. Now Cuello for three. That missed. Cuello, normally a reliable three-point shooter, 57.9%. You won't see him miss too many more like that when he's that wide open. Now Ruiz from 18, no, and a foul on the rebound. That's going to be on Joao Franca. That'll be his first. Boca have only scored 2 points this quarter so far. They'll make it 4 now after the pretty feed and the left-hand lay-in by Franco Giorgetti. To cut the deficit to 8. Rice draws the foul on the jump shot. And I think Rice, he went up into the air, kicked that foot out a little bit, drew contact, and sold that very well. That's a crafty move. As we look at the nice dish, that led to the easy Giorgetti bucket. Scala on that nice dime, by the way. Rice hits his first free throw. Rice 4 points, 4 rebounds now with one more free throw to come. Just 4 points in 4 minutes this quarter for Boca. Have to feel fortunate that Estelí hasn't put up any more than 10. Rice got the tip in and then the floater. Wow. And the lead is 11. And a foul on the screen. That's going to be on Giron. There you see Glenn Rice now with 6 points and 4 rebounds. And yes, Glenn Rice Jr. Don't think we're going to see his dad in this game. Glenn Rice Jr. at 33 years old. I don't think we're going to see his legendary father in this one. But you never know. We had a game, I'm trying to remember the player, in the last window. It was 48. Wow, diving deflection. Now Scala with the ball fake. Can't finish the deal, though. Nearly another steal by Cuello. That was Franco Giorgetti, by the way, who laid out to deflect that pass on the previous Estelí possession. Here you get a look at Jared Ruiz. It's a nice luxury for David Rosario to have the third and fourth leading scorers in the tournament. Ruiz, fourth at 20.5 per game, and De Jesus, 23.5, is good for third. Victor Liz is first. I can't, for some reason, think of who is in second when it comes to scoring, but I will look that up directly. Franco Giorgetti. Wonder if he didn't hit his chin on the floor when he laid out to make that deflection. Brandon Robinson. That's why he played one game for Kimsa 2 nights ago and scored 26 points. So I don't know that I would count him, as he only has one game qualified as number 2. Oh, pretty reverse there. Nicolas Estenta. The 21-year-old with the baseline drive and the spin off the glass. Real Estelí, in addition to boasting the second and third leading scorers, and another, now a technical foul issued on the Estelí bench. Unless it was on Franca, and now somebody's really hot in another. So let's see how this all gets adjudicated here. And there you see Ruiz talking to Franca, saying, use your head, man. You're talking about the luxury of Rosario having the second and third leading scorers. He's also got the leading shot blocker in Bartel Lopez, 2.2 blocks per game. I think we had offsetting technical fouls. The lead is 10, 35-25 after the bucket by Stenta. Perez back into the game for Estelí. Ruiz travels as he was hounded by a pair of Boca defenders, including Nicolas Stenta. Stenta has played only 2 minutes in this tournament. Had 2 minutes against Toros de Chiriquí. And coming up on 4 minutes to play, the lead remains 10 for Real Estelí. Beautiful lob in from Scala to Delia, and he gets fouled on the way up. They may want to review that one. He went up high on the head. And a nice job by Marcos Delia not reacting. Usually if a guy plays ball, they're not going to do anything, but I guess they said he went enough for the ball. No unsportsmanlike, even though contact occurred around the head. Boy, Marcos Delia struggling from the free throw line tonight. My goodness. Four straight misses and then an air ball. Oh my. That last one definitely appeared to be mental. And so it remains 35-25 with 4:01 to play. So on the floor now for Boca, it's Stenta, Juan Guerrero, Santiago Scala, Marcos Delia, and Sebastian Vega for Real Estelí. Desriel de Jesus, Jordan Glenn, Bartel Lopez, Jared Ruiz, and Glenn Rice Jr. Now Delia gets his shot blocked. Bartel Lopez went up and rejected that one. Another block for Lopez. That is block number 14 on the tournament for Bartel Lopez. Here comes Scala. Whips it left side to Vildosa. Vildosa kicks it back out. Scala circles it around, kicks it out. Three-point attempt, rings out. Delia the rebound. He kicks it back out. Another three. Vildosa, no. Delia fighting for it. Ball's on the floor. Delia ends up with it. Boca gets another look. Now here comes Vega working his way in, has it poked away, and all that work goes for naught for Boca. Now Lopez, splash from the left elbow, and it's a 12-point lead. But there is the answer. Santiago Scala with the three-pointer. Another assist for Vildosa on that bucket. Now De Jesus trying to answer with a three-pointer, can't do it. Rebound tapped, and that is going to be Estelí ball. Estelí had their biggest lead just a moment ago, 12 points at 37-25. But after the three-pointer, the deficit is 9, 2:17 to play, second quarter.
Viene Rice, mano a mano con él. Parece va, cambia con Macho y Macho puede finalizar. Estamos ganando, pero hay que mover la bola un poco. No permita tiros cómodos. Ahora, hey, ¿dónde sacamos, Noel? ¿Dónde sacamos? Atiende. Macho. Macho. Glenn. Sideline. Jordan. Bartel. Viene Macho. Se va Glenn. Ivy. En 3 estamos ahora. Iverson. Ok, en 3.
Got to listen in David Rosario's huddle. Mostly Spanish, a little bit of English. No doubt Glenn Rice Jr. speaking some Spanish, definitely basketball Spanish, being that he's played in Puerto Rico, Mexico, Uruguay. Coming up on 2 minutes to play. Shot clock at 4. Rice looking for help. Now here comes Lopez, and a shot clock violation. That's right in front of Estelí's bench, and it still mystifies me why they don't get help from the bench, letting them know the shot clock is winding down. Now Guerrero, 21-year-old point guard, and a whistle away from the ball. Glenn Rice doing a little bit of coaching on Bartel Lopez. That foul was on Glenn Rice. That's his second. And another missed free throw by Boca. That one by Scala. Boca 1 of 8, now 1 of 9 from the free throw line. My goodness. Jesus hounded by Stenta. And here comes Ruiz. Puts the brakes on, fades away, and it won't fall in. My goodness, that was halfway down. Now Stenta, count the bucket for Nicolas Stenta. Oble la falta. And he is going to go to the line to try to complete the three-point play. Foul was on DeJesus. As Will Daniels comes back on. With 1:32 to play in this second quarter. Taking a look at young Nicolas Stenta. And again, Boca misses a free throw. They are 1 for 10. Boy, if I'm Gonzalo Perez, these guys are running gassers after this game. Text message from my elderly father says I could shoot that good from the free throw line. Now a three-pointer is up and good. Jose Vildosa again. And the lead is down to 4. Rice can't get that one to fall in, but he will go to the free throw line. 49.9 to play in this second quarter. Foul, by the way, was on Vega. And Rice hits both free throws. It's back to 6. Delia gets free and jams it with the right hand. Tough shot by Rice along the baseline, would not go down. And now a turnover. Giron. Shot clock is off. Game clock now down to 10. Jesus. Pulls up from 15. Missed that wide left. And Stenta will not get a shot off before the half comes to an end. So Estelí widens their lead by 1 point. 39-35 at half. Estelí outscoring Boca in that second quarter, 18-17. As we look at the shooting numbers on this one, Boca, 14 of 34 for 41%. Overall, 6 of 14 from a three-point range. Shooting better from three-point range than two-point range, 42.9%. But look at the free throws, 1 of 10. Real Estelí, meanwhile, 13 of 35 overall for 37%. 3 of 8 from the arc. And 10 of 14 from the free throw line. If Boca hits half their free throws in this game, they're in the lead. As we roll the first half highlights, Real Estelí, 28 rebounds in the first half, 19 for Boca. 10-7 advantage on the offensive glass for Estelí. 6 first half turnovers for each team. Individually for Boca, Nicolas Stenta with 4 points. Santiago Scala, 6. Jose Vildosa, 11. He's also got 4 assists. Marcos Delia, 6 points, 7 rebounds. Sebastian Vega, 2 points. And Franco Giorgetti, 6 points, 4 boards. For Real Estelí, Esriel de Jesus, 13 points. Jordan Glynn, 4. Ariel Giron, 3 points. Andy Perez, 2. Martel Lopez, 2. Jared Ruiz, 2 points. Will Daniels, 1. Glenn Rice Jr., 8 points, 4 boards. Joao Franco, 4 points, 9 rebounds. And that rounds out the scoring. Again, this the only game tonight in BCL America's quarterfinal action. We are off tomorrow night. And then Wednesday, we will resume things in Brazil as Minas host Instituto at Belo Horizonte, Minas Tennis Club. And then Franca will host Quimsa. Franca with a 1-0 series lead there after escaping Quimsa the other night. Instituto defeated Minas. 2 seed defeating the 1 seed in that bracket. And then last night, of course, it was Flamengo or Paisas by 17, although that one was a lot closer than that 17-point score would indicate. But again, the score here at halftime, Real Estelí 39, Boca Juniors 35. We are back with second half action in just a few moments.
sacar L para Pepe. Ya. Esto acá, y lo sacamos Pepe, que defienda todo, no se está involucrando. Y ponete vertical con la caída, que vengan los tiros y ataca a los cachandrás y pongan seguro que nos van a quedar. L, palma 2 y alto. ¡Ey! Pero de atrás, vamos a rapar nomás. 20 minutos, dale.
Botan la bola y viene aquí, están mirando hacia atrás. Ellos leen el rostro. No miren hacia atrás en las cortinas. Porque a veces, por ejemplo, Escala tiene la pelota, Vildosa, y hago esto. Y cambié la posición defensiva y cambié el rostro. No, Escala quiere ir a la izquierda. Concéntrate en contener. El que va a avisar es él, o es Jordan, o el que sea. Siempre, no importa si la cortina es en este lado. Vamos. Tres aquí. 1-2 o 2-1 en la formación, y ahí rotamos.
Los dos. Siempre que están jugando aquí, esto está aquí, van a hacer una pantalla.
Macho, double track,
siempre, pero
four high. Ok, double tap, four high, vamos.
Welcome back to Estadio Obras Sanitarias in Buenos Aires, Argentina. Decked out in blue and white tonight instead of the regular Obras colors of black and white, as Boca Juniors, the home team here in Buenos Aires. Their venue unavailable tonight, so playing on the home floor of Obras. Real Estelí coming out of halftime, leading 39-35. The difference in the game, Boca Juniors 1 of 10 from the free throw line in this game. We are underway. My name is Craig Feta. Thanks so much for joining us wherever you're tuned in from, around the Americas or around the world. In the USA on FanDuel TV, in South America on DirecTV, and around the rest of the world, the BCL America's YouTube channel and Courtside 1891. Shot clock down to 5, and Jordan Glenn gets fouled. Glenn in his debut with Real Estelí, 4 points, 3 rebounds in the first half after spending the 23-24 BCL America's season with Halcones de Salapa. Made the All-Star 5, averaged 16 points and 7.5 rebounds per game, shot 59% from three-point range. Oh my goodness, how about that three-pointer from Jared Ruiz? Ruiz now with 5 points. Now Sebastian Vega answers at the other end with a tray of his own. Trying for the alley-oop to Joao Franca. Ball hit the rim. Now Delia. To Vildosa, back outside. 3 on the way from Pinheiro. Pinheiro starting the second half in place of Franco Giorgetti. You saw him with those butterfly stitches on his chin after he laid out to deflect that pass in the first half. We'll see if Giorgetti can get back in the game. So on the floor for Boca, it's Scala, Pinheiro, Vildosa, Delia, and Vega. For Estelí, De Jesus, Glenn, Giron, Ruiz, and Franca. Left-hand floater is good. Oh my, tough shot by the captain, Jose Vildosa. And David Rosario wants timeout. Boca have cut the lead to 2, 42-40.
así. Él va aquí. Jordan va a jugar acá. Tiene la bola. Entonces Graviel y Jared así. Ok.
7-3 burst for Boca to open this third quarter. You can see Rosario, my goodness, getting after Real Estelí during that timeout. Bucket will not count, but a foul called. Ruiz on the drive, takes it with the left hand, too strong. Ruiz wanted a foul. Thought he got hit by Vega. Pinheiro thought about the three-pointer, but elected to pass. Now here comes Vildosa. Vildosa behind the back to Delia. Now Scala launches the tray. Oh, that just missed. Ruiz the rebound. That would have given Boca the lead. Giron wanted a foul. Kick into the corner. Three on the way. That is good! And Boca on top. The tray by Facundo Pinheiro. First lead for Boca since they led 18-17 with 1:06 to play in the first quarter. And now an easy breakaway layup for Pinheiro. And it is a 3-point lead now for Boca. From Vildosa, he's got 5 dimes now. At the other end, Pinheiro picks up that third foul. Don't forget, he is on for Franco Giorgetti, who split his chin open diving to deflect a pass in the first half. Don't know if he's going to come back in. Ruiz working on Pinheiro. Pinheiro stays in the game. Now here's Rice. Rice cooking in the paint with the little baby hook. Gets Estelí back to within 1. And Rice now in double figures with 10. Now Rice and Delia tangling up in the paint. Delia pushes him in the back. No call. Delia, the offensive rebound and the putback. And Delia now with 8. Three-pointer missed. Rebounded Pinheiro. Delia 8 points, 9 rebounds already. That three-pointer missed. Vega battles for it but can't get it. Now here comes DeJesus. Ruiz. And now Glenn. Glenn, the easy turnaround over Vildosa. Glenn with the height advantage made that one look easy. Pinheiro. Hand off to Vega. Vega takes it all the way past DeJesus, and that was a big mismatch. And an easy left-hand lay-in for Vega. But tying it up at the other end, Esriel de Jesus. Jesus now 16 points, 3 of 4 from three-point range. Scala for 3. Splash! Santiago Scala. And he's got 9. Up on 4 minutes to play. Driving in from the baseline, won't go for Ruiz. And if Boca hurries, they've got a 5-on-4. Open 3 for Pinheiro. Doesn't go in, rebound tapped. And that's going to be a foul on Delia, going over the back of Will Daniels. And that is going to be foul number 3 on Marcos Delia. Not a lot there, but he did use that off arm. So Delia out, Giorgetti back on. So good to see him. And now a breakaway. After the defender slips down, and David Rosario wants timeout again as Sebastian Vega pushes the lead to 5, 54-49. Boca with the lead, 3.5 minutes to play, third quarter. (54-49), and Rice gets the foul called on Vildosa. It'll be the first foul on the captain, Jose Vildosa. Then Rice to the free throw line, 3 of 4 from the stripe. He took a shot earlier along the baseline. And even though he's got a beard and he's got the dreads tied back, there was something about it that just looked identical to his father. Three-pointer from the corner, good for Vildosa. was just something about the way Glenn Rice Jr. went up into the air and hit that jumper that he just, it was just something like he transformed in midair and looked just like his father. It was uncanny. And Mr. Rice, if you're watching this one at home, I mean that completely as a compliment, by the way. Oh my, a three-pointer from Montevideo for Jose Vildosa. My goodness. And the lead is 9. Oh, wow. A reverse scoop layup for Jordan Glenn. Action coming fast and furious now, trying to keep up in my scorebook here. And Vildosa again! He is unconscious! Three straight three-pointers by Jose Vildosa, and he's got 22. 6 of 7 from the arc. And a shot clock violation on Real Estelí. Biggest lead of the game. Was 12 in the first half for Estelí. And now Giorgetti with the bank job. Wow! Now Glenn trying to answer from long range. Can't get it done. Minute 20 to play, third quarter. Vildosa, somebody better tackle him. Instead, he takes it all the way to the rack and lays it in with the left hand. That three-pointer is good. So Gabriel Giron stops the bleeding. Seconds to play. Vildosa once again. That is good! (70-56). DeJesus scores. Clock at 3 now, 2. Now Vildosa from half court. Why not? Oh, it doesn't go. And we go to the fourth quarter with Boca Juniors on top by 12, 70-58. Jose Vildosa in that third quarter, 4 of 5 from three-point range. The only one he missed was from half court. 6 of 8 overall in that third quarter. He nearly outscored Estelí by himself as Boca put up 35 points in that third quarter, holding Estelí to just 19. Vildosa had 16 in that third quarter himself. let's look at the overall numbers. For Boca, 28 of 54 overall, 13 of 26 from the free throw line. Jose Vildosa himself, 7 of 9. Still just 1 of 10 from the free throw line. They did not shoot a free throw in that third quarter. For Real Estelí, 20 of 48 overall, 42%, 6 of 13 from the arc, 12 of 16 from the free throw line. Estelí leading and rebounding 32-26. Individually for Boca, Scala with 9, Pinheiro 5, Vildosa 25, or rather 27. He's also got 7 assists. Delia with 8 points, 9 boards. Vega with 9. Giorgetti with 8. For Estelí, De Jesus 18, Glenn 8, Giron 6, Perez and Lopez 2 apiece. Ruiz 5, Daniels 1, Rice 12, Franca 4 points, 10 boards. Into the corner, open for 3. Again, it is good for Boca. That time it's Juan Guerrero. And the lead is now 15. This game living up to its billing as Real Estelí turns it over. And a 3-on-1 leads to the easy layup for Delia. My goodness, Real Estelí has just gone into a deep freeze. 19 points in the third quarter was not terrible, but and a technical foul called on Joao Franca for hanging on the rim. Again, 19 points, not terrible for Real Estelí. It's not like they went ice cold. But Boca, Jose Vildosa in particular, went absolutely mad in that third quarter. Boca 7 of 12 in that third quarter from three-point range, and I think we see Joao Franca, why he got the tee, pulls himself up over the rim and slaps the backboard. Might have been okay if he hadn't slapped the backboard there. Usually that will draw the whistle. So Franca comes out. Ruiz comes back in for Estelí as they trail by 16 now. Vildosa around the screen by Delia. Puts it up from 28 feet, and that's good! Jose Vildosa cannot miss. He's got 31 points. 8 of 10 from three-point range. Vildosa fouled. At some point, somebody's, regardless of whatever kind of defense Real Estelí is playing, somebody is going to have to just Velcro himself to Jose Vildosa. That time it's Giron on the foul trying to go around the screen. Here's Cooper. Hands it off to Vildosa. I think Giron tried to commit the foul there. Vildosa, a rare miss. It was too close for him, but therefore the cleanup is Delia. And now Delia with 12 points. He's won, actually, he got his 10th rebound right there, so that's a double-double for the veteran Delia. And now De Jesus fouled by Juan Guerrero. Boca have outscored Estelí in this second half 46-21. I had to take off my shoes twice to count that. Second free throw pops out for De Jesus. And he's got 19 points. Vildosa kicks it into the corner. 3 on the way. That is good! Sebastian Vega has 12 points now. 2 of 4 from the arc. Wow. Israel De Jesus from way outside. He wants to get in on some of this action. De Jesus now with 22. I mean, we expected this was going to be a competitive series, and we are by no means close to the end. Boca trailed in the first half by 12 points. But just a moment ago, led by 23. That's a 35-point swing. From the middle of the second quarter to the middle of the fourth. Saved in bounds. Oh, and to the air by Giron. Takes it all the way himself, gets it to go. Giron wanted the foul, no whistle. Now Giron with 8 points. Dosa, the lob inside. Shot blocked. Boy, that looked like it was on its way down. Martin Cuello, I think he had a case for a goaltend there. Don't forget, in international FIBA play, you can swipe it once it hits the rim, but if it's on its way down, you can't block it. As Glenn Rice Jr. scores, and he's got 14. Giorgetti at the other end, and one! And now Jose Vildosa getting a well-earned rest. Giorgetti not able to complete the three-point play, and the free throw shooting woes for Boca continue. Vildosa in the second half, 7 of 10 from the floor overall. As Giron scores to get the lead back down to 16. Inside 5 minutes to play. Now Cooper taking it all the way himself, bumping Rice, hanging in the air, tried to throw it to Martin Cuello, cutting along the baseline. Cuello did not react. I think he was going in for the rebound, not necessarily the alley-oop. That pass with a little bit too much salsa on it. And now Romario Ponce cuts the lead to 14, 86-72, 4.5 minutes to play. And now a foul on Ponce. And David Rosario pulling Ponce away from the official. Giorgetti swinging it left side, now into the corner, back outside to Scala. Now Giorgetti for three. A little too strong. Rebound, Cosmel Martinez. And foul on the rebound. Second foul on Guerrero. Estelí not out of this yet. Trail by 14 with 4 minutes to play. High off the window won't go for De Jesus. Giorgetti. And Boca content to run some clock here. Can't quite go into the four corners offense, and a foul. Believe that's going to be on Cosmel Martinez. And that will put Boca to the free throw line. The hack-a-shack technique might not be a bad idea for Estelí, with Boca shooting 2 of 12 from the free throw line tonight as a team. No one on Boca has hit more than one free throw. Vildosa 1 of 1, Giorgetti 1 of 3, and Giorgetti misses again. Stenta 0 for 1, Scala 0 for 2, Delia 0 for 5. Giorgetti now 1 for 4. Make it 1 for 5. How is this possible? A professional team. 2 of 14 from the free throw line, my goodness. Three-pointer misses badly. 3.5 minutes to play. Every few seconds that Boca can run this clock without Estelí scoring. And a foul on Bartel Lopez as he pokes it away from Giorgetti. Even if Boca continue to struggle from the free throw line, Estelí still have a lot of work to do. So now Scala sits back down. Tiziano Prome comes on. Haven't seen a lot of Prome. He played 2 minutes against Toros de Chiriquí in the group phase. And hey, look at that. Boca hits a free throw. 3 of 15 now. Hey, 2 in a row. It's a streak. Franco Giorgetti makes it 88-72. With 3:10 to play. Again, Estelí only 14 points in this fourth quarter so far. 18 for Boca, but there's 3 more. And De Jesus had a little something to say to Gonzalo Perez. And a foul away from the ball. De Jesus now 25 points. Second foul on Ponce, and this puts Pinheiro to the free throw line. Pinheiro has not shot a free throw in this game. He's 6 of 6 in the tournament coming into this one. Jesus sits down, and of course, as soon as I mention that Pinheiro has not missed from the free throw line, he bricks one. Hits the back end, though, and gets the lead back to 14. Five of 18 from the free throw line. Pretty jumper there. Gets the lead back to 12. Jordan Glenn has 10 points in his debut with Real Estelí. Now Cooper bumped along the baseline. That foul is going to be on Andy Perez. .211 to play. The lead is just 12. Boca can't get too cute here. They need to put a couple more points on the board. And again, another miss. That was Cooper's first attempt from the stripe. Hits the second. Lead is 13 with 2 minutes to play. Boca led by as many as 23. Now the baseline jumper no good, out of bounds. That should be Real Estelí ball, and it is. A 16-6 run for Real Estelí gets the lead back down to 13 points and a timeout on the floor with 1:53 to play. This one far from decided. The free throw shooting of Boca keeping Real Estelí in this game. 90-77. David Rosario trying to will his team back into this one. They've cut the 23-point deficit to just 13 with 1:53 to play. Figure 3 possessions a minute at best for Estelí. And a shot clock violation. They can't have any of those. And even if you score on all 6 possessions, that's only 12 points. And if you hold Boca scoreless, math still doesn't work out. They're going to need a couple of threes. They're going to need a couple of stops. If I'm doing my Andrew Hunt math correctly. Now Cooper trying to get away from the defense. Boca working it around the outside. Guerrero for 3. Won't fall in. .120 to play. Ponce all the way himself off the window. No. Pinheiro the rebound. Cooper thought about the 3, now takes it himself, kicks it into the corner. That 3 is up. No. Boy, I'm not sure why Boca's shooting 3s here at this point, I think the math really in Boca's favor, but man, you want to try to work more clock off even if you have a wide open 3, as Josmel Martinez cuts the lead to 11, but just 50 seconds to play. Cooper working on Glenn. Cooper launches a 3. That is good. And the lead back to 14, and now Boca can breathe easy. Inside 30 seconds to play. Cooper the rebound. Cooper now with 4 points. Launches another 3. Not sure why they were doing that. The shot clock was off, and it's not aggregate points in the quarterfinals. It's straight up. But Boca Juniors on the floor of intercity rival Obras Sanitarias, their home floor for tonight, come away with a 93-79 win over Real Estelí. And despite Estelí cutting into that 23-point lead and getting it down to 11, Boca still outscored Estelí in that fourth quarter, 23-21. Final shooting numbers on this one for Boca: 35 of 67 overall, 52%. 17 of 34 from three-point land, 50%. Jose Vildosa himself, 8 of 10. The blemish for Boca, 6 of 20 from the free throw line, 30%. Real Estelí, 29 of 65 overall, 44.6%, 8 of 18, respectable from three-point range, 44%, 13 of 18 from the free throw line. They out-rebounded Boca, 42-33. 14 turnovers for Real Estelí, though, just 9 for Boca. Individually scoring, Boca Juniors, Thomas Cooper with 4 points, Nicolas Stenta with 4, Juan Guerrero 3, Santiago Scala had 9. Scala also with 4 assists, Facundo Pinheiro 6 points, 4 rebounds. Jose Vildosa in 30 minutes, 31 points, 11 of 18 shooting, 8 of 10 from the arc. He also had 8 assists. His efficiency for the game, an astronomical 32. Marcos Delia finished with the double-double, 12 points, 10 boards. Sebastian Vega, 12 points. And Franco Giorgetti, 12 points. For Real Estelí, they head back home, down 1-0. Esriel de Jesus, 25 points, 5 of 6 from the arc, 8 of 14 overall. Jordan Glenn, 10 points in his debut. Josmel Martinez, 2 points. Gabriel Giron, 8 points. Andy Perez, 2. Bartel Lopez, 4. Jared Ruiz, 5. William Daniels had 1. Len Rice Jr., 14 points. On 4 of 7 shooting, he added 4 boards, 3 assists. Joao Franca, 6 points, 10 rebounds. Mario Ponce added 2. Game 2 of this series is set for Friday in Managua. Game 3 will be Saturday if necessary. Saturday, March 15th. We are off tomorrow night, and then we are back on Wednesday with a doubleheader from Brazil. Minas, on their home floor, will try to square things up with Instituto in Belo Horizonte. And then in Franca, Franca will host Quimsa, as Franca will try to sweep that series. Our last quarterfinal, I should say our other quarterfinal, between Flamengo and Paisas. Flamengo leads that series 1-0. Again, the final score, 93-79 Boca. Coming back from 12 down in the second quarter to take a 23-point lead in the fourth. And they hold off Real Estelí 93-79. Appreciate all our viewers in the USA on FanDuel TV and South America on DirecTV and around the rest of the world on the BCL Americas YouTube channel and FIBA's Courtside 1891. My name's Craig Feda. Thanks for watching, everybody, and so long for now. Thanks, everybody.